Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some Dota, or watch Dota. We're gonna watch a game I played just the other day. So I just got back from ParadoxCon 2015 and I was talking to a fantastic dude named Shams and he wanted me to play as Alchemist, and so we did, and it should be fun. So we're playing as the Radiant. The team is being put together right now. So we've got a Tinker, an Alchemist, Tuskar, Tuskar, I always say Tuskar, I don't know why, it's actually Tusk, but nope, actually he repicked. Oh god, it's a Techies. God, it's a Techies. I hate Techies so much. Anyway, so I've got a kind of a different way of playing Alchemist. I don't know, I don't really know what professionals use, but this is a fun build, and keep in mind if you're watching this video, you're probably not a professional Dota player, you're probably a pub player, which means that you should use pub builds because they're fun. The whole purpose of playing Dota is to have a good time, and this is a fun build, so... The way I kind of would describe this build is that it is it's a rager build. It's kind of suicidal, kind of like the way you might play a Void or possibly a Sniper, where you go like full-on glass cannon mode, and it can be really, really good, but it can kind of start to fall off around like 35-40 minutes into the game because people will have a lot of disables or they'll start to pick up blacking bars, and it's a rush build. If you don't win in the first like 35 minutes of the game, you're probably going to lose. But if you do, then you win. So there's that, and it's a fun way to play. So what we're going to build first is we're going to go for mobility. So if you're not familiar with Alchemist, I apologize about the background. There's just, a little connection issue. There's this bug right now where Dota like bugs out your inventory and you can't like unclick stuff, and it's weird. If you're unfamiliar with Alchemist, we've got Acid Spray, which does physical damage. This does a large AoE, damage per second nuke, which also reduces armor reduction. Now this skill works really well in conjunction with Unstable Concoction, which you'll notice also does physical damage. This is something that most people probably don't really realize, is that both of his spells are physical damage. So if you get anything that like lowers enemy armor, then these spells both do more damage. You do want to cast Acid Spray before allowing your Unstable Concoction to land, because it will directly increase the amount of damage that they take. In a previous video we talked about how each point of armor increases effective HP by 6%. So let's just do some quick mental math. If someone has 1,000 HP and they've got 0 armor, it takes 1,000 physical damage to kill them. If they have 5 armor, 5 times 6 is 30, so they effectively have... Everyone's claiming the whole in the bag thing. It happens every time when you start a new game up. Anyway, if you have 5 armor, you have effectively 1,300 HP. So when you use a spell like, say, Acid Spray before allowing your Unstable Concoction to land, you're increasing the amount of damage it does by like 25%. It's a lot. Now, the start of this thing here was kind of strange. I was going top. I assumed it was a pub game. No one was going to know what the hell they were doing, and so 2 people already went bot, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm going top. But no, then they're like, hey, what are you doing, dude? Get down here. And they wanted me to do a tri-lane, which is really, really ideal for this build, really ideal for Alchemist as well, because he's got Goblin's Greed, or Grievel's Greed is what it's actually called in Dota 2. Alchemist synthesizes additional gold from his enemies. With each kill, Alchemist earns base gold and extra gold. If Alchemist kills another unit which yields gold within the next 30 seconds, an additional instance of extra bonus gold is added to the total. So we'll get this little modifier here as soon as we skill it up. It'll show you how much extra gold we're getting per kill, and then the more stuff you kill, the faster you can really ball out of control. So we went with a Quelling Blade because it's actually going to help us to actually get a lot of last hits. And now that we're in lane, our support Lois should probably just give up all last hit to us. And right there, you can see we got 46 plus 6. Now the next kill we get is going to give us 9. Of course, we missed that one because I'm bad at this game. Or, everyone misses last hits, but still. There we go, 44 plus 9. Now the next one will be 12. And so you can see, depending on how fast you kill, you can get a maximum of... Right now, I can get max 12. But you can get up to, at level 4, maximum of 36 extra of gold per kill. So that's kind of the whole idea behind this build is, okay, well, we want to maximize kills, that's what you always do with Alchemist, but we want movement speed, mobility, because there's only so many creeps in the wave. You have to be able to get to the jungle and then back to the lane if you want to really, really max out your gold per minute. So the very first item we're going to build is Phase Boots. This is going to give us a 16% movement speed bonus every 8 seconds that we can use for 4 seconds, And it also gives us 24 bonus damage, which helps out with last hits. And yeah, that's about it. Now, we're only 2 minutes into the game, and we already have 2/3 of that item. We only need, another 450 gold, and we'll actually have the item, which is pretty sweet. One thing I like to look at, I think, is gold per minute. We're already at 370, which is okay. For me, anything above like 750, 800 gold a minute is pretty good for Alchemist. So it takes a little while to ball out of control. Normally, I would probably go for acid spray a little bit earlier, but because we had the tri-lane in the start, I went for the stun. The thing about acid spray is that it has such a long duration that you can throw it down in between 2 creep camps and then just pull both of them into it and get a lot of extra damage and a lot of extra kills in. But these guys were like, hey, you need to farm. Like, hell yeah, sweet, I'll farm, let's get in the lane. So what do you think the next item we should get is? Well, I'm going to tell you. The next item we're going to get after our phase boots is, again, more mobility. We're going to go for a Mask of Madness. Which, again, this is the glass cannon style of play, where we're going to have such stupidly fast attack speed that we're going to kill people before they can even respond. Almost like the way that a Void Walker, Void, whatever, I don't think he has a secondary name to it, does he? A Void would play. And the Mask of Madness also gives you 30% movement speed. You can stack that with the movement speed from phase boots. So basically, we're going to have the ability to move around at like 500 move speed all the time. And then the last skill, we haven't actually talked about his last skill yet. Chemical Rage induces, causes Alchemist to enter a chemically induced rage, reducing base attack cooldown and increasing movement speed and regeneration. So, most heroes in this game have a base attack time of about 1.5 to 1.7. The vast majority are like right at 1.6. And what that means is that depending on how fast your base attack time is, it determines like the base, how many attacks per minute that you're going to get type thing. And the formula is I don't want to go into the details of it, but the lower your base attack time is, the more attacks you get, the more effective you are at attack speed. So if two heroes who both have the same amount of attack speed have the exact same, they have different base attack times, the one with a lower base attack time will attack much faster. So with his level 3 ultimate taking his base attack time down to 1, that is the lowest base attack time in the game. No other hero can go as low as 1. So he gets stupidly fast attack, and we're going to make really good advantage of that. The bonus movement speed is also kind of nice. The bonus health regen is very good. Allows you to just be very persistent. Since I don't build him as a tank, he is still going to be a glass cannon even with the regen. And we will die, probably. Pretty likely. And then the other thing that is really interesting is this bonus mana regen. It says 3, 7.5, and 12. Something that's really worth noting about this is that this is base mana regeneration. Normally, base mana regeneration only comes from your intellect, or your intelligence. Notice how it says you get 0.04 mana regen per intelligence? Well, this actually gets added to your base. So if you have an item like a Sobi Mask, then Sobi Mask increases your mana regeneration by 50%. In this case, since your bonus mana regen is increased by 3, you would actually get an extra 1.5 from the Sobi Mask. So, I can't recall if I'm going to build a Ring of Basilius in this game, but it can be better to just have a regular, a value Sobi Mask, where you don't actually turn it into a Basilius. Because Basilius is it's a flat modifier. It doesn't get multiplicative bonuses from other items. So, the Sobi Mask can be good while you're using your Chemical Rage. Now, I'm of the opinion that Chemical Rage is one of those spells that you should pretty much just cast on cooldown. Kind of like, Dragon Knight, you almost always want to use your ultimate. You just want to have it up because it makes you much better at, like, everything. Or, like, Terrorblade, using his transformation spell. It's something that, like, you don't want to use it reactionary, because if you use it reactionary, people are just going to be... they're going to come gank you, and the regeneration doesn't work. You want to use it all the time. This is my lane, get out of here. Alright, so we've already got our Mask of Madness done. We are looking at, what, 500 gold a minute, not bad. And next item we're going to build is, again, more mobility. We're going to build a Shadow Blade. This gives us the glass cannon-y, like, sort of show up and kill people maneuver. And on top of that, we can also use it for more mobility if we need to, just to jump between creep camps. So far, we've stayed pretty much in the lane, but Shadow Blade will give you the ability to move very quickly. And the bonus damage is nice on arrival, like when you break invisibility. And then more importantly, what you can do is you pop your unstable concoction. And then what you do is you go invisible and then run up. And this is so frustrating. So frustrating. Come back here. Oh god, the techies. Ah! Hate techies. Stupid bastard. Anyway, an unfortunate setback. We are now, what are we? 0 and 1. So fantastic. Got to level 6 and immediately die. But you can already see the amount of movement speed we can get just from using Mask of Madness plus our ultimate plus phase boots. We can already get to 522 move speed. We're gonna use the teleport scroll to get back in the lane because we are a carry. We need to be farming. This guy's gonna immediately start letting us have the kills because he is a support role, which is good. You can always tell if a player is good at the game, like if they understand the roles, just based on whether or not they will give farm to the carry. If you're ever competing with a... See, here's where it's like, oh, I'm just going to use the ultimate now. There's no nearby enemies. Doesn't matter. We're already going to start attacking a lot faster. Doesn't matter. You know, it's a deterrent. No one wants to come attack an alchemist who's got his rage on. That sounds unnecessarily dirty. Well, I guess not nobody. I had a feeling that was an image, but, you know, might as well throw a rock at it. Or whatever you want to call it. A concoction. Throw my concoction at him. That sounds, again, unnecessarily dirty. So the thing about Alchemist Rage is it's 45-second cooldown, 25-second duration. So you can have it on, like, more than half the time. You pretty much just want to have it on all the time, because it gives you mana regeneration. So let's just do some quick math. If you have 25-second duration and it gives you 3 bonus mana, 3 times 25 is 75 mana. It costs 50 to cast, so casting this spell is a net gain on mana. And again, if we had a Sobi Mask, it'd be even more significant. Just off the top of my head here, I know the sound just turned off, but 4.5, if we had the Sobi Mask times 25, you'd get 112. So you'd double your mana if you had the Sobi Mask. You should pretty much always activate your ultimate. So we're going to turn it on, we're going to pop Mask of Madness, and start killing stuff. This is where I would have much rather had at least one level of acid spray. Right in there would have been really, really valuable, but getting our farm on, still pretty good. We got a couple kills, now we're going to go back to the lane. Look at that movement speed, 375. 375 without the phase boots. With the phase boots, what is it? Am I going to use it? Probably not. Probably not right now. 450, 503, look at that. That's without our ultimate. Lots of mobility. Make sure you get those last hits. How's our gold per minute? About 500. That one death set us back a lot. That was unfortunate. Missed a kill. Pop the ultimate. Now, if you don't land a target with your unstable concoction, as you can see, it hits you. But if you use Chemical Rage, you'll get all your life back. So you can still kind of take some risky charge-ups if you don't expect that there's a whole team about to gank you. Just because if he gets away, who cares? You know, I forced him off the lane. It's fine. He's probably just gonna run away again, isn't he? Little chicken. Get him. I highly doubt I can kill him, but it doesn't matter because I forced him off the lane. In 12 more seconds, we'll have our ultimate again, and we can just... This is our lane. Stay the hell away from our lane. We want to farm. Now, keep in mind, our enemy there's an anti-mage, right? So this is like a ticking time bomb. If we don't beat him, the anti-mage will probably win pretty quickly. Because maybe the techies is just gonna win. Techies is going nuts. Get him. And he's probably gonna get away. But again, it doesn't matter because this is my lane. Get out. So we got our Shadow Amulet. God, I'm missing last hits left and right. Rather unfortunate. Only 500 gold a minute. It'll pick up soon, don't worry. Alchemist has this sweet spot right around 15 minutes where he starts to get insane. His gold per minute skyrockets. The thing is, you gotta have enough items to actually capitalize on Grievo's Greed. Now, we're gonna use Shadow Amulet here, just in case, to hide, but that was really low damage. No real threat to us. Look at that, 522 move speed. Let's get back in the jungle. We're either in the lane killing creeps or we're in the jungle killing creeps. Constantly killing units. How's our experience per minute looking? We are not the fastest at leveling up. We're at 350 per minute. Of course, we started off with a tri-lane at the very beginning. And of course, the solo lanes should have more experience per minute. But, with all this mobility, we're only 30 gold away from finishing the, finishing our Shadow Blade. Should be soon. Oh, lovely. Yes, techies. Well, never mind. We're 300 gold away from finishing our Shadow Blade. I hate techies. Let's speed the game up while we're dead. Just in case I didn't go through the whole lineup, it's Tinker. We've got Alchemist. We've got Rubik. We've got Vengeful Spirit. We've got our Outworld Devourer, techies, Anti-Mage, Storm Spirit, Disruptor, Ember Spirit. Now, I had a feeling this guy was just going to run away, but again, who cares? It's physical damage. It pierces his skill. What's his skill called? Flame Guard. Flame Guard's magic protection, not physical. So I might as well just throw it at him, keep him out of the lane, keep getting our kills. We had a feeling, because we kept seeing them like show themselves here, that there's probably mines, and I think that's the little mine icon. Right? Yeah, we knew there were mines there. Hate that nonsense. Alright, so we've got our Shadow Blade. It's en route. Our gold per minute is at 480. Very excited to see this take off. While we're just in farm mode, I might speed the game up a little bit here and there. We've got our Quelling Blade so we can join the camps. The bonus damage is pretty good too, but it's mostly about being able to combine camps and have more mobility. Okay, so soon we should start ganking. We've got everything we need to like really do a lot of damage. If we time it right, we can get a 4-second stun, which is actually longer than like a Magnus ultimate or Tidebringer ultimate. It's only a single target, but if they're close enough together, you can actually stun multiple people. So we have enough that we can just sort of surprise someone with a huge burst of bonus damage plus 4-second stun. It's a lot of damage. So hopefully we'll be able to get a couple kills in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now the next item we're going to build is going to be a Mjolnir. And the reason for that is that now we've got tons of mobility. The next thing we want is the ability to kill stuff very, very quickly and lots of attack speed. We want to capitalize on our base attack time. You could go for damage, but I like attack speed. I just like the way that Alchemist inspires terror in people with his idiotic attack speed. I mean, this guy can attack 5 times per second. He can attack faster than anything. Faster than Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger's fast, she is, but she's got a slower base attack time than Alchemist does, so her absolute cap on attack rate is slower than what Alchemist can do. Although, you would have to have a lot of attack speed items to actually probably match her, because she gets like 600 bonus attack speed from her ultimate. But even so, you know, you can attack really, really fast. This is a great opportunity to use Acid Spray. Trying to stack the camp a little bit extra. Not sure if it actually is successful or not. I think I was a little bit late. Yeah, I don't think it did. Still, we're going to use Acid Spray in the middle of the 2 camps. That way we can use the bonus damage and the bonus armor reduction on both camps. Pull them into the Acid Spray. Our gold per minute is still only at about 500. Kind of a slow game, actually. Yes. Let's see if we can get a gank in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Or maybe
attack.
just go back to the lane and get some farming done. That would be fine too.
Dire's middle
The great thing
tower
is we've got
under
a lot of
attack.
base damage now, so it's
Radiant's
very
top
easy to get the
tower is
last
under
hits.
attack.
And if you notice now, we're getting an extra 36 gold for every kill. That means that we're basically getting double gold from units. And if we get lucky, and we get the creep camps that have like the 5 little guys, those camps are just nuts. The amount of money you make on those little things. Or when you get the big troll camps that spawn little skeletons, those things are really good for us too. Alright, getting 2 attacks per minute, 2 attacks per second now. They get that Grievel's Greed stacked up. There's the Acid Spray. Yeah, there we go. Those are the ones we want. Look at that, you get 8 gold for killing the unit, and then 36 from Gravel's Greed. It's pretty good. Yes, please. More of that.
Dire's middle tower
Alright,
is under
let's see.
attack.
I think this will be the first time we actually go for a kill. So there it is. Let's just look at that again. I'm gonna slow it down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So we see him, right? Out of line of sight, we pop the W, then go invis. The invis gives us the movement speed that we need. I kind of like got stuck in the woods there for a second. You hit first, and then throw it. And look at that. Just look at that damage. Now, ideally, you'd want to have acid spray down first, but you don't want to break your wind walk. So you just show up and kill somebody. This is a guy he's got a flame guard or flame remnant hidden somewhere to protect himself, but it doesn't matter. The 4-second stun's too good. And now we've got the first part of our Mjolnir. We've got a Maelstrom. This is just going to make our farming even faster. Gold per minute, 600.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I hate techies. Techies was one of those... The techies in this game really made it difficult to actually push and like be aggressive. I had to be very cautious about leaving the jungle, because I knew the jungle was safe, but normally I'd be all over the place. I'd be taking their jungle, I'd be just doing everything we can. Here we go for round 2. Fight. There you go. Even with his flame guard, doesn't matter. Sorry, not flame guard. Even with his, whatever it's called. His little hop to his remnant spell. Alright, we've got enough money now to finish the Mjolnir. The next item we're going to go for is Assault Cuirass. Assault Cuirass is a very, very good item on Alchemist because both of his spells are physical damage, and it increases the amount of damage that they do, and it also increases his pushing power by lowering enemy building armor. So, it's just a good item. The extra attack speed also stacks really well with this, with the Mjolnir, because the faster you attack, when you attack 5 times a second, you have a lot of Mjolnir procs. So, it works pretty well. Pretty much every time we move from one camp to another, we're going to pop phase boots. We're kind of low on mana, so we should pop our ultimate.
Middle tower is under attack.
Checking this camp down here. For some reason, it's empty. I don't know who's clearing it. So popping our ultimate on cooldown. Well, not totally on cooldown, but as often as we can, so that we can get our mana back up. That was dumb. Giving up a kill there. Now, leaving lanes is very dangerous with that damn techies. I'm a bit nervous. I'm thinking, am I just gonna blow up again? Because I really don't want to blow up. And I guess we should maybe try ganking a little bit. So this is where we're all talking as a team, recognizing that trying to push anything is really suicidal without a damn gem. So someone's gonna have to buy a gem. If I remember correctly, I was saying to him, like, hey, just give me another 6-7 minutes and I'll be nearly 6 slotted. Somebody buys a gem, we push and we win. And other than that, we're just like unable to push. It's just too dangerous.
Top tower is under attack.
There's me not saving for buyback because what's a buyback? Unfortunately, he used Astral Imprisonment, which means that I wasn't able to target the stun and I got self-stunned as well. Otherwise, that Alchemist, sorry, that Anti-Mage would have died right there. But this is also like the first time I've kind of joined the team for many team fights, so Outworld Devourer and I don't really quite yet know what each other are going to do. Don't do it, Arumba! No, don't do it! Damn it! This is why we need a gem. Oh, I hate techies so much. Techies. We should do a game of techies. I should play as techies. I hate techies. What you doing, man? I don't know what he was thinking. Alright. Fast forward while we wait. How's our gold per minute looking? 600? Not bad. Anti-Mage is only at 372. That's not very good. We'll say the Anti-Mage, even though he had free farm top and he got like a 16-minute Battle Fury, he's not doing so great, really. What's his gold per minute? Or sorry, his skill 1-0. Alright, pause for some reason, so there we go. We know there are mines. We don't want to kill the mines. Like, we don't want to die on the mines. I'm just gonna go farm, I think. Farming seems better than risking death. Look at this attack speed. It's nuts. 0.35. We could still go faster. We're getting 3 attacks per second roughly. We can get up to 5. That's about the cap, if I remember correctly, about 0.2. But if you get below 0.3, that's where you start getting comments from the rest of the team like, "Holy crap, you're nuts. You're like on roids or something." Well, you're on a chemically induced rage. Looks like Rubik stole remote mines. How many times have I said I hate techies? I'm gonna keep saying it because I really hate techies. Alright, so we are 2,000 gold from having the Assault Cuirass, which will be nice. Now what is that? I believe those are remotes. It's interesting how in a replay the remotes are showing from Radiant perspective. Kind of unusual. Using the Shadow Blade for some maneuverability. Still focusing on jungling a bit. 600 gold a minute. We're only 25 minutes into the game, so most characters are just not going to be near their peak yet. If we look at, like, let's see, what's the shortcut for net worth? There we go. So we're like 5,200 gold ahead of the anti-mage as far as net worth. That's the total value of the items that we own. And people are saying Ember Spirit is uncarryable. When he's only 0 and 2. Both kills were because I jumped him. I mean, there's nothing he could have done. It's not like he didn't play well. Just 4-second stun's pretty powerful.
Oh, that's
one of the things I like about really maxing movement speed is that you can be places people don't expect. Sure, you can teleport, and you should use a teleport scroll, but just you move so fast that you jump around, and that was pretty good. Accidentally hit the Alchemist. Sorry, I keep calling him Alchemist. The anti-mage as well. And now we have our Assault Cuirass en route. We also have our level 16 ultimate. Attack speed 0.25. 4 attacks a second. So let's just do some quick math here. We do roughly 150 damage, not counting the Mjolnir procs. 150 damage, 4 per second. That's 600 DPS right now. And we have 4 seconds of stun. So if we would jump on somebody without Mjolnir procs, and not counting like the armor reduction from our Assault Cuirass or the bonus damage from Shadowblade, we're still doing like 2,400 physical damage. It's very difficult. We're 26 minutes into the game. Most people are not going to have that much effective HP. Especially the squishy ganker, like support targets. The targets that you'd want to gank. So if they don't do something soon, they're going to lose. Or, actually, you know, the thing though is that Alchemist peaks early. Oh man. I just gotta see that again. Regular speed. Watch the attacks. You just see that. It's like 4 hits before he could... It's just so fast. This isn't looking good. Hey, Shadowblade. That's pretty good. Look at that move speed. 450. What am I doing? No, we're stuck in the field. We could have totally hit him if we didn't get stuck in the field. That was bad. That was bad. Well, there goes our mega kill. 750 gold per minute now. So you can see how we're speeding up. Yes, tech guy, that was free money. Only because your little circle thing stopped me even though I was outside of it. So now we're going for a Basher. we've got the attack speed, right? We can basically hit about 4 or 5 times a second. And next up is a basher for bonus bash procs, possibly extending our stun, or actually just starting a stun. You know, if we stun someone for, what is it, 1.4 seconds, that's an extra like 4 hits we get to do. That's pretty solid. 4 hits at like 150 damage. It's a lot of damage. So we'll finish that off into an Abyssal, and then the very next item we're going to get after that is probably going to be to sell the phase boots, go for Boots of Travel, and then from there, we end the game. If we don't end the game, we're in trouble. We could go for a little bit less of the Glass Cannon build, replace the Mask of Madness with like a Heart of Tarask or Black King Bar, but ideally you just end the game, like right now. Because everyone else is going to continue to get stronger, and all of the bonus gold that you get from Grievel's Greed doesn't matter anymore because you're 6 slotted. There's no more value to the farm. Unless you're going to buy, like, I don't know, wards or gems or something for the team. You just need to end the game. It's time to end the game. So we're still dead, or we were. Trying to get back to the jungle. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. 0.25. And that's with 476 attack speed. We could get another 124 attack speed. That would still have effectiveness. You can go up to 600 attack speed. Where are my camps? Who took my camps? I need my camps. So we're going to stand right there so they can all respawn, and then... Oh, I love these camps. Kind of a weird looking courier. I love these camps too. God, it's so glorious. All the gold per minute.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's good. The gold is real. Hey, did you see that? I just checked. We had a gem on the Vengeful Spirit. It's time to push. Time to push. Let's go clear the game. Let's win the game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'd like to get another another Shadowblade gank in. But we know that damn the damn techies is somewhere causing problems. We gotta get the gem up here. Gem is on yellow, so you'll see me kind of like try to move near yellow. If we just move as a team and push, we can end the game pretty easily, I think. Hey, there it is. Found it. Very nice. Now watch at the insane pushing power that... What, we got 250 damage now, 4 times a second. That's 1,000 damage per second. Watch how fast we can tear down a tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is regular game speed. That was rather silly, but I mean, just look at this. Regular game speed. That's pretty fun. We're gonna get all the HP back from our ultimate anyway, but that was nice of him to heal us. Might as well kill the camp. Hey, look, it's techies. Let's get him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow. So he swapped, and then the suicide still happened there. Disjointed the suicide. Weird. That's unusual. Alright, what do we got? We're 200 gold from being able to finish our next level upgrade to the Skull Basher, the Abyssal Blade. This gives us more damage, but then also the activatable ability for an extra long stun, 2-second stun, that you can use through Magic Immunity. So 2-second stun on command, in addition to our 4-second stun from this, in addition to the random stuns, which, if you have a 25% chance to bash and you have 4 attacks per second, I mean, I can solo this tower in no time at all. It's pretty glorious. It's pretty fun. Okay, somebody doesn't like Outworld Devourer. That's a Dota community for you there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
People get a little bit salty. Techie's saying he can't carry this team. Well, obviously, you're Techies. Techies is a terrible, terrible hero.
Has fallen to the Radiant.
Nobody likes Techies. He's such a gimmicky hero. That's just not fun about him. Alright, we got a Boots of Travel en route. As long as we kill the only thing that stopped us from winning 5 minutes ago is the Techies. We had to buy the gem, and now we've got to go through this painful process of demining the map. Otherwise, we could just push in and totally just slaughter their base right now.
Tower is under attack.
So, I'm thinking I might go do that. Just gonna park the courier over there while we go in here. Don't want to do the swap while we're in combat. Let's just go see what we can do. Yeah. Doing 320
Tower has fallen.
damage now. 320 times when we're fully maxed out, we're doing 4 attacks a second. So it's a lot of damage. We don't even need to do a full stun. Any level of stun is pretty much enough to get him dead.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Damn, Techies.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Alright, let's go pick up our Boots of Travel. And the reason I like to go for the Boots of Travel is simply because we don't need the 24 bonus damage from the phase boots anymore. And it makes it easier to find the farm, which we could still use. You know, we could sink another, I don't know, 7,000 gold or whatever into a Heart of Trask. I think it's like 6,000 for that. It's just good. You know, the base movement speed is quite nice. Not to mention 50-second cooldown on teleport.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, let's just go suicide this, solo this tower. I love that. I love how fast he attacks.
Dire's middle barracks are
You can't even, the animation goes nuts. We're down to 0.24 seconds.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And we could be faster. 850 gold a minute. You do get a lot of money. You get a lot of money when you kill their base. And again, because I don't like to draw games out, I'm the type of player, notice how they're all grouping up near the well, try to fountain farm or something, I just go for the base. Just like to win the game, be done with it, queue for the next one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
0.24.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You could go for like a butterfly,
Radiant victory.
pick up even more speed. Could be cool. Alright, sweet. Well, that is an example of my glass cannon alchemist build. It's pretty fun in pubs. Give it a shot. At the end of the day, we ended up with like, what do we get?
Is that for me? It's for all of us. Is that for me?
Looks like
It's for all of us.
872 gold per minute.
Is that for me? It's for all of us.
Okay, stop that. And 700 experience per minute. So we're like level 22. Highest level, even though we started off in a tri-lane. It's pretty cool. So, alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon.